and we're good. Yay. Things are thinging. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh, this game might suck, but damn it, I love its battle theme so much. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Boop. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Bam. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba, ba. Bam. Yeah. Alrighty. Boop. Now we double check our double checkings. There we go. Boop. Yay. Good. Everything is working. Nothing is exploding except my head. I finally got some fucking medicine! That literally only just arrived, so it's probably not gonna kick in until later. But it's better than not having it. Much better. Okay, we're good. Might be one of my favorite OC remixes, this one. Yeah. Oh, let me add this to the description now so I don't forget. See, bam! It clicks the button. Bam! There we go. Okay. Much better. Much, much better. Boop. Okay. But yeah, we will not be canceling the music because we're doing some master duel. We have some dueling masters to get to. So let me just double check everything. We should be good. That's at that. Yeah, we're good. Okay, great. Let's get to it. Enough yapping. Let's get to master duel. If I can remember where I put it. It's right there. Finding things is hard. Ah! Yay. Oh, let me put my phone on my charger. Ah! There we go, much better. Ah, yay. Maintenance is coming! And I hope it comes soon, or sooner, because we're getting Maliss. I hate the fact that I'm always working on decks because it means when new stuff comes out, I never have enough jewels to actually start working on it. Because, damn it, I want it now. And I'm not going to have enough gems for it now because I was working on Crystron. But hey, we got to start somewhere, right? So as always, let's get some Duel live. Bam! Alrighty, we've got Snake Eyes player. Yeah, that's right. This thing's not banned yet, is it? It gets banned, what, when Maliss comes out, actually, at the 3rd, right? Is this pure Snake Eyes, or is it Snake Eyes Fiendsmith? Snake Eyes Fiendsmith. Oh, boy. King Sark. Sent away the Maxi. There's Duwamatef. Oh, no, Kebasenduef. There's Hoppy. We get Charmead. There's Ash Blossom. Zombie Vampire. Who gets Impermed. We sent away, what was that? Tearlimit's Grief. Oh boy. God, I hate both of these decks. I hope this ends in a draw somehow. Bam! Alright. God, I mentioned it before, but I really hate Fiendsmith so much. It's too splashable. I'm going to watch another Duel Live replay after this, and hopefully it's more interesting. Alrighty, I want a fun Duel Live, alright? Let's try that again. Please, something interesting. It's really bad when I'm hoping to see a stun player in this more than I'm hoping to see, like, a meta. Because seeing people try to get around stun is pretty funny sometimes. Alright, Kashtira Punk. Up against Crystron. Okay, see? This is interesting. Alright, so we use the Smiger. We got Clockwork Knight. We're sending Smiger away. Here comes Ash Blossom. Bam. Do they have more in hand? They have the Millennium cards. Alrighty, so we can keep going from here. Here's Golem. There we go. There's Wedju. We're wedging the I'm not gonna say that. Never mind. That's bad. Here's the Doom Dragon. We take these two. Out comes Zombie Vampire. Let's hope for the best. We've been seeing a lot of him today. Bam! That was pretty good, actually. Yeah, wait, we got Sulfador, and we got, what was this one? I can't remember its name. Sulfafnir. Okay. What got milled on their end? They milled Deerno, Nibiru, the Field Spell, and Ogre Dance. Alright. I like where this is going. We got the Tristaros by using Clockwork Knight. We're going to banish the Field Spell. We're going to activate Inclusion to bring Sulfador out. We'll take these two, go into Ella Skeletus. Yeah! Regrab Inclusion. Now we can actually use its actual effect. Bam, there we go. Very nice. There's Fistvern. Tristaros activates. Mamango! There we go. We got 2 5s, we got Citri. Here's a dragon that's Cyber. And then he grows up. He grew up. And Sulfafnir, we send Fistvern away to get Sulfafnir on board. He blows up! bring out another, the Tristeros. There we go. I'm forgetting their names. I don't have the deck yet, so my brain's not familiar with all the names. Alright, that's really solid board. Alright, we're starting with Unicorn. We're gonna Valor the Unicorn. But they did just draw the Call By, so Call By on Valor. We're gonna Max C though, so they can't, Call By the Max C. We're gonna Emergency Telly, so we get at least one free special summon out of that. But we will get rid of the Unicorn anyways. Using SP. Bam. Alright, what are we bringing out? Ghost Ogre. Okay. There goes Valor. Unicorn still grabs Birth, but does not get the extra deck rip. So now Ghost Ogre procs in order to blow something up, but not only do these guys like getting blown up, but now's as good time as any to quick Synchro. There's a Cell Synchron. Bam, and now a Cell Synchron can go into a 5, or yeah, with the other 5 can go into Baron. This deck is so cool. Bam. I'd keep trying to make it, but again, Maliss is coming soon. And I can't not make Maliss. It's Alice in Wonderland in Cyprus. Alright, the Unicorn comes back. Not for long, though. We're going to return the Baron to bring out Eloskeletus. Ah, phone magic. Why are you phone magicking right now? Probably from Amazon. I was correct. It was from Amazon. Yeah. I was waiting on packages earlier, which is why I didn't start streaming until a little bit later than normal. Alright, Baron's back. You know, it's kind of interesting, because there's not that many... I feel like there's not that many decks that can actually properly utilize Baron's returning effect sufficiently. This deck is. That's cool. I like Crystron. Damn, and you gotta banish the no punk? That's mean. E-Telly. Explode. Eh. Just like that, we're all cleaned out. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta double check this now. I feel like I gotta double check this every single time now, just in case. Bam. Cause yeah, Streamlabs doesn't tell me when I'm signed out, which is annoying. Okay, we're still signed in. There we go. Much better. Also, let me refresh this. Bam. Hopefully nothing explodes too hard. But yeah, that duel was much more interesting. Especially as a showcase for Crystron, which I like. I like when we get to see that kind of that stuff. That was a very neat one. Alrighty. What do we gotta do? Trap cards, spell cards, special summons. What to use? Decisions. How do I want to go about this? I don't know. Oh no, the view count is exploding. I swear, the view count always explodes. Hold on. Bam. Now you stop it. Because he is silly and he needs to quit it. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Now stop exploding, you. Ooh, yay. What to use? I haven't used Melodious in a while. Let's use Melodious. Let's go! Bing, bong. Alright, we're going first. Alrighty, this is not a great hand at all, but I might be able to do something. Okay, we have Gozen, and we have Arya, and we have Valor and Droll. We may be able to do some silly. Not a good hand. Not a good hand at all. Let's see what happens. If I can get one more fairy on board, I can at least get LG, or get into the what's-her-face, Bloom Harmonist to get LG and whatnot. Dark Magical Circle. That might help out, actually. Actually, yeah, I have Droll, so they can't do much. Because they need to add stuff to their hand to do stuff. I have Valor, but they don't really have Valorable targets until later. Actually, no, wait. If they have Rod, then I can use Valor on Rod. Yeah, I think I'm good. Emphasis on think. Probably. I'm probably good. Also, I hope my audio is not audioing in silly ways, because I got new stuff for my mic, so hopefully everything's a-okay. It should be. Alright, we're adding Dark Magician, and that's a perfect time to, yeah, and we're sending away that, which is a perfect time to Droll, because now they can't add anything else, and they're just sitting with Dark Magician in hand, so they need to, if they have something, use something on that. Alright, we're normal summoning. Alright, before the end of the main phase, he can only control dark monsters. Let's just wait. Sorry, Arya. Alright, we'll still wait. I need this to be any of my starters. That is none of my starters. But we might be resolute enough to survive a few more. I gotta believe. Alright, there's Illusion of Chaos. We're probably grabbing Rod, I would assume. Or does that grab monsters? No, Dark Magician or a non-ritual. Oh, yeah, or a non-ritual that mentions it. Yeah, so you can probably grab Rod. I think Rod could, or, yeah, Rod mentions Magician. No, we're grabbing Chronicle Magician. Okay. Is that, I just realized, is that a 60? No, it's not 60, but it was more, okay, that was like a 50-card Dark Magician deck. I'm concerned. Alrighty, we're planting a face down. Bam. Alright, I'm gonna take some damage. If I could get, like, just... like, Refrain, Ostinato, fucking, like, anything. Like, please, game. Small World. Small World would be fantastic. That's not funny, game! The game's bullying me, help! Okay, good news, I still have Valor, and Gozen is doing a lot of heavy lifting, because they can't actually go into much of their extra deck stuff, because they're locked in Dark right now. But please, game, just give me any of my starters. What is this? Alright, we're just gonna tribute for actual Dark Magician. Yes, we are. Which is pretty funny, but now that means, their circle activates. So they're probably gonna banish the Gozen match. I would assume I would banish the Gozen match. That would make sense. Yeah, I was about to say. Alright. We're losing a layer of insulation. Bad news. Good news. Okay, he's summoning Chronicle now. Bam. I'm going to have to Valor Chronicle, because I will be taking a shit ton of damage if I don't. Yeah, no thank you, sir. I do not feel like exploding today. Alright, there's Illusion of Chaos. No normal summon, that's right, because he tributed the Dark Magician. We're getting Timaeus. Okay. Send away something else. Now, are we using the Timaeus? That is the question. Probably, right? That's why you got it. Yep, there we go. Do 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 do. Yep, send away Chronicle. Out comes Timaeus. Bop. It's still a lot of damage, but I'm still alive. I have Timaeus. Alright. What are we doing? Targeting a Dark Magician and Fusion Summoning, using it. Alright. So I guess we're going into Dragoon now. No, Dark Paladin. Oh, that's different. Okay, bad news. I'm in lethal range. Unless he summons literally one more thing. Which, why would you do that? You can kill me right now. Don't be silly. I don't think he can summon anything else. Okay, depending on what this is, I might be fine. Let's see. Did they potentially fumble the bag? Let's see. If it's Dragoon, we have a problem. Actually, no, wait. We might not. Never mind, we're good. Bye! Rock. Yay! Now please, game, just give me Refrain! Okay. Yay. No. out of here. Good. Okay, please, literally any of my starters. Is this supposed to be some kind of sick joke? Of course, the time where I'm opening nothing but non-engine. When I desperately need engine. What is this? Alright, we're adding Dark Magician to our hand, sending away Ola Illusion. Alright, so good news, alright? This will at least clear my field, so if I get any of my Melodious monsters or Ostinato, please, just give me Ostinato. Like, is that so hard? Ostinato! Thank you! Jesus Christ! Why'd that take so long? Fucking hell! That was absurd, game! Ooh, that would be very good. Let's put it right here for now. Bam. Okay. Add concerto. There we go. Activate. Get flowering Etoile. Baka first, because we target Soprano. And now we get our scales. Alrighty, it took us a while, but we're getting there. Here we go. Refrain, couplet, Baka, Braka, bring out. Soprano, Soprano, activate. Bring back refrain. We're gonna normal refrain right now, and now we're gonna activate here. Bring out Schuberta. Bam. Activate right now. We'll get rid of your Dark Magician, your Timaeus, and your Dark Magician Girl. There we go. And now let's Pendulum Summon. We activate Shapina. Add anything back to my hand, in this case, Soprano. Hit this, go into Bloom Harmonist. And now we use our discard that we just draw to bring out Sonata and LG. And we're not done yet, because there's still a funny looking rock there, right? Actually, no, just that one. There we go. And now I'm going to tickle him a little. And end. And Schuberta and Etoile comes back. Very nice. Well, it took a while, but we got there. Illusion of Chaos, go ahead. We dropped some frames for a little bit, but we seem to be back on track. There we go. That was weird. Alright, Tamias activates. Sends away the Dark Magic Circle. Alright. Tamias comes on board. We're going to activate Etoile and Schuberta. We're going to send away their Dark Magic Circle and their Chronicler and Keeper. There we go. And return to Maliss. Alrighty, how are we handling it now? I think we're good. Yeah, we're in the clear. It took a while, but we are in fact in the clear. Jesus Christ. That was a fun one. Let's see. I think we just need one more trap, right? Yeah, we do for today. But we'll try out a few more duels. Let's stick with Melodious. Bam! Alrighty. Can I please, please just get Engine? I just want Engine first. Did they just abandon? Okay, good. I was about to say, I hate when people do that. Don't do that. Ostinato! Alrighty, and some coverage. We have Herald, Veiler, and... Oh, wait, Herald's not useful. I don't have any other fairies, and I kind of like the Soprano in my hand. Let's see how this turns out. Alright. Ostinato! Alrighty, we're in the clear so far. Out comes Baka, using Refrain and Soprano. Hi, Baka. Activate Baka. Grab the other Refrain in my deck. There we go. Activate Refrain. Grab Couplet. Hi, Couplet. Use Couplet. Special summon the Soprano in Grave. Add the Refrain to our hand. There we go. Scale Couplet. Activate. Grab Concerto. Concerto. Etoile. Baka. Refrain. Couplet. Etoile. Reset our scales. Bam. Bam. Very nice. Now, there's a few things we can do. We can normal summon a Refrain, and that'll get us Schubert. Actually, no, wait, yeah, we want to do that, actually. I'm going to do that. Because I can pen summon, and that will give me enough materials to go into Bloom Harmonist. And using Bloom Harmonist, I can get Arya and company on board. Not to mention I can do this. Just pick anyone right now. To send Shapina. Yeah, because you're in the extra deck, and you're right here. And now we can take those two to make Bloom Harmonist. What would be best? I'm not going to draw another fairy, I think, so we probably want to get rid of Herald. Yeah, and now Arya and LG. And there we go. And now we hope there's no big giant metal balls to ruin the day. Please. Fantastic game, by the way, AVGN 1 and 2 Deluxe. Like, genuinely good platformers. I still haven't 100% them, but that's because, hold on, Sanctuary of Sanctum of Parshath. This card's name becomes Sanctuary of the Sky while on field or grave. Fairy monsters gaining attacks, spells, and traps cannot be destroyed. Neither player can target them. Total of 3 fairies or counter traps with different names. Place them on your deck in any order. That's interesting. Alrighty. We seem to be going up against, what, Hyperion? Metal Rocket Dragon. What the hell? I want to see where this goes. I'm curious. Sinful Spoils of Subversion. I want to see their deck after this. I'm curious. Well, they can't target any of my cards. Huh. What were they trying to do? Part of me wonders what they were trying to do, really. I'm just going to banish 1, because I'm just going to send the Metal Rocket back. And I'm leaving that card on there, because it helps me. Is that lethal? Yeah, that's lethal. Alright. Right, into damage. Bloom Harmonious prevents activations during the battle phase. So always try to go in with these two. There we go. And then how much is that? Proc here. And do this for lethal. How much is it? 200? I want to use 200, right? Yeah. That's it. There we go. Nice and clean. I want to see the deck. What was going on there? Let's see. What in the world? I didn't even notice it didn't have an extra deck. What in the slop is going on here? Uh-oh. What the heck? Alrighty, next up. Please not first. Well, you get to not go first, I suppose. I'm going second. But your name is Please Not First! I thought that means you don't want to go first. The name is confusing, sir. I am a Confucian. We have Ostinato and Orange Light in hand, which is pretty crazy. Probably one of my favorite boss fights in Metroid Prime. Honestly, one of my favorite characters. Rundis is awesome. Alright, Earthbound Prisoner, Groundkeeper. Sir, I don't know what you're doing, but I know I don't want you to do it, so no thank you. I don't know what that does, but thankfully, Herald of Orange Light will stop it. Who needs to read cards? I said no. There we go. Was that a pure Earthbound Immortal deck? What's up? SMG's back. Alrighty, there's all our dailies, but let's keep going a little more. My head is not hurting as much now that I finally have some fucking medicine. I'm hungry as fuck. I'm gonna get some food. Yeah, I made sure to eat before stream. I mention this every once in a while. I hate when people know I'm eating. It makes me want to eat less if, like, people are watching me eat or listening to me eat for some reason. It bothers me. I don't know why. So yeah, I always try to eat before stream or after. Bam! Looks like we're going first. Let's go. Yeah. Not a great hand, but not a terrible hand. We might have enough to stop what we need to stop here. Let's see how this turns out. Kashtira birth. Alrighty. He's giving birth. We're gonna tier limit Kashtira. Go ahead. We banish Scareclaw Kashtira. Alright, we're gonna Ash here. There we go. Now, do they have more? Alright, they're bringing out Scareclaw. And a face down. Alright, I'm gonna be taking some damage. Sentinel the Tistina! Huh. Tistina. Kashtira Tistina. That's interesting. You're just in there, right? Yeah, no. There goes Ghost Bell. Do I want to stop this? I kind of do. I don't want them to have that. Alrighty, I'm gonna be taking some damage, but depending on how nice the game wants to be, I might be fine. Ow. Ow. Alrighty. Ostinato. Let's go. Let's do it. Ostinato. Alright, they're ending on laser. Actually, no, wait. Can they go, guy into... No, they're just ending on laser. Okay. This might be a little annoying, but... Refrain. Okay. As long as that face down is an imperm, I might be fine. Never mind, I forgot about this. Yeah, he's gonna get, what's his face? Not the guy I was expecting, but the guy I'm definitely least afraid of. We're okay, I think. As long as that face down's not imperm. Yeah, now he's gonna look at my extra deck and banish stuff, but guess what? I already have multiple things in my extra deck. Go ahead! SP. I don't care. Gonna get a spot blocked, which is unfortunate, but I can make do. Ooh, hold on. Alrighty. Back to adventure. Alright. First things first. Baka. Second thing second. We're gonna want refrain. Sadly, it can't use couplet, so couplet's gonna have to wait in there for a moment. to special summon. If I could crash you into you, that'd be a good idea. There's currently no one in my graveyard. Alrighty, back to adventure. So yeah, who would be best to special summon? No one's in my grave right now. I need... Actually, wait a minute. What's my hand? Concerto. Okay, I have an idea. Okay, not the end of the world. Okay, even less of a problem than I thought. This is risky, to put it mildly, but I think I'll be okay. Do I want to do that? I might want to do that, actually. Yeah, hold on. Okay, we have targeting protection, destruction protection, and battle protection. He back. This is risky, but we might be able to make do. This is really funky. I don't like this. This is not a good position to be in, but it's a position I might be fine in. Depends on what they do. Harpy's Feather Duster. I would prefer having my scale there, but it makes sense. Yeah, this is going to be really tricky. They're giving birth! Yeah, this is going to be tricky, unfortunately. There's another Banish, there's another zone blocked, probably the other Pendulum Zone, yep. Also, I got new stuff for my mic, so I should sound maybe only a little slightly different. That came in today, so that's nice. Okay, so that's a targeted Banish. But, that's fine. We have Destruction Protection. Bam. The exact same? Okay, good. I'll take a little bit of damage here, but I'm alive. Okay. How do I want to go about this? Okay, what I think I'll do, if I normal refrain... no, it's not gonna work. I need to get Concerto back in my hand safely, but I can't get it safely while Kashtira Birth is on the field. Okay, I think what I'll do is I'll just do this. We'll activate Refrain right here. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get Sonata, because I need an attack boost. They're gonna get a banish, but we're gonna have to just deal with that. There's Bloom Harmonist. There's an attach. Alright, they're smart. They picked the Monster Zone. They don't have enough for an Omni Negate, so I'm going to use Schuberto right now. Yeah, I don't have that many in real life, because cards are expensive. But I absolutely love Yu-Gi-Oh! Never played Yu-Gi-Oh! Though. Yeah, I love Yu-Gi-Oh! Target a card, banish it face down. Well, you can't target any of my monsters, so I'm fine with that. Bonk. Like I said, risky, but I think this is the correct decision. In your country? Which country? I noticed that. I have a lot of viewers. Surprisingly, for as not many viewers as I have, they're kind of spread out. Kuwait. That's neat. Kashtira Ogre. Alright, he's probably gonna try and mill me now. This'll hurt. Yeah, I need to start getting rid of Shangri-La is the problem. Some of the best McDonald's. No, actually, I believe it. Because, like, yeah, fast food in America is terrible. Like, I'm lucky. I live in New York. I have options that aren't just fast food most of the time. So, like, it's not the end of the world, but yeah. Huh. Lord of the Heavenly Prison. That is not a monster I was expecting to see in this deck. Okay, they need a big damage boost to try and get over this. I think now is the time I start hitting Shangri-La. There's Lord of the Heavenly Prison. Placing down Ultimate Slayer. That's fine, actually. I'm pretty sure Arya protects me from Ultimate Slayer. Yeah, because they can't be targeted. I'm still... Have I ever played Tetris? Yeah, a lot. Mostly back then, not my preferred puzzle. Actually, Tetris Sphere on the N64 is my favorite Tetris game. But that one doesn't play like traditional Tetris at all, but that one's probably my favorite puzzle game. Alright, so we'll take these two, going into SP, that's fine, we still can't be targeted. And both of her banishes are targeted banishes, so we're good. the Tistina. Yeah, I think the last Tetris I played was Puyo Puyo Tetris on Switch. Which is a fun game. Absolutely, it's a fun game. Alright, there's Crystal God Tistina. Oof! All face downs. That's a problem. That's a problem, actually. Uh-oh. That's a big problem. She just Book of Mooned us! Which surprisingly is one of the only other things that this deck is vulnerable to, but it was a good call. Let's see, is that enough damage? It is enough damage if they remember which monsters are there. Okay, they're just going right to left. That's smart. Yeah, there goes Shiberta, but I think there's still one more in there? No, not anymore. Alright. A post you'd like to present to the council, oh lord. Every construction company in the Pokeverse should be legally required to have an Absol. I mean, yeah, is there any better canary in the coal mine than a literal, like, disaster fortune teller? I don't think so. Appaloosa. Alrighty, there we go. Can I say a weird flex? Of course you can. Yeah, this is not a good position, to put it mildly. This is super not a good position. My dad knew Bin Laden 10 years before 9/11. I'm assuming he was helping the Mujahideen during the 90s. Oh, never mind. He was even younger. Jeez. Yeah, that's gotta be funny, like, when you're just a child meeting, like, super influential people. Just not knowing about them. Like, for reference, the area where we live was where DMX was from. So a lot of us just, you know, met DMX. Like, DMX was just around. 16. Like, DMX was just around. Yeah, there he goes. Yeah, that's an interesting mix. Tistina, Kashtira. That's neat. I like this deck. This is cool. Yeah, DMX is just around. Alright. Let's give ourselves a little deck switch. Not sure which one to use, though. So as much as I love this one, I'm skipping to the next. Actually, matter of fact, while I think about which deck to use next, works in the military, should WTC be worried? He teaches flight coincidentally. I'm not even kidding. Oh, don't worry. They probably already keeping a close eye on him. But yeah, give me a quick moment. Let me go get some more water. Alright, I'm back. Here's the Crash HUD mod if you want it. Damn, that really was fast. New person, Dreamy Pen. Hi, do you play Red Eyes by any chance? I used to when the new Metal Morph stuff came out. I like Red Eyes conceptually. But I don't know, Red Eyes is always funny. Red Eyes is the deck that just like really wants better support most of the time, you know? Finished it 20 hours ago. Damn, bro works fast. But yeah, I think Red Eyes is neat. That's the most I could usually say about it. It's neat. You were waiting for Wednesday to give me the mod. Thanks. Oh, I love this song. But yeah, quick like overview. I love dragon stuff, so a lot of the stuff I play is dragon stuff. But my favorite deck currently is Centurion, and I'm so happy Maliss is getting added soon, because I was so excited for Maliss the moment it got announced, because Alice in Wonderland is my favorite classic Disney movie. So when a virus-based Alice in Wonderland archetype was announced for Yu-Gi-Oh!, I was through the fucking roof. Because I was just so happy. So I'm so happy Maliss is coming soon. I like dragon stuff is a wild understatement. It is, but Mind if I could see your Red Eyes deck? I don't have it anymore, unfortunately. Why? Would you need, like, some help or assist? I can do that, usually. I can help out with certain things. Even if I'm not too knowledgeable in the deck, I have enough, like, deck building, like, consensus to, like, help out. But yeah, I don't really have it anymore. I kept some of the Metamorph stuff for use in other decks, like Dragon Link. Wrong deck. But, yeah, I don't have the Red Eyes deck anymore, unfortunately. But yeah, I kept some of it around for, like, Dragon Link as an example, right? So here's Max Metamorph, here's Full Metal, here's, of course, all the black metals and whatnot. In order to gain access to that. Yeah. It's surprising. Red Eyes, for as not great as it is also surprisingly versatile, because you can mix it with a few other things that still have it be useful. Red Eyes is a weird deck. It's a neat deck, but it's a weird deck, you know? But yeah, like, I can help out with deck stuff. Oh, like, for example, if you have a replay with your, like, Red Eyes deck, you can put in your number so I can, like, see replays. And because I can see your deck list through the replay, right? So I can help out with that. I don't mind. My migraine medication finally came in, so my head's not completely exploding anymore, thankfully. This is your first time with it. No, it's just Excedrin. But, like, I don't want to be too picky when I say medicine names just in case, because streaming services are funky with that. But it's a 200 fucking capsule bottle, so... Because, yeah, I was fucking horrid when I woke up, but I'm, like, okay now. Yeah. Dude, when I was with my dad, everyone on my dad's side of the family has, like, pretty much the same chronic migraine problems. But, like, when I was with my dad, even when we were visiting our uncles, there was always a giant bottle. There was always a giant bottle because we all have it. We all have chronic migraine problems. But I'm the only one here, now that I'm back with my mom, I'm the only one here that still has that problem. It's all good, just wondering if you had Red Eyes. No, I don't. But yeah, like I said, it's neat. Like I said, I don't hate that many decks. There's, like, I can count on, like, one hand the amount of decks I hate. And I mean, like, hate. Like, Fluandereeze, I can't stand. Tier Limit is really annoying. And I really don't like Fiendsmith because it's just too splashable. I like Fiendsmith in concept, but the fact that virtually any deck can go into a Fiendsmith combo after getting interrupted is really annoying. But yeah, Red Eyes is neat. I basically, you know what, here, let me do like a real quick... Like, just as an example, let's see, when I was using Metamorph, what did I have? I think I'd had 2 of these guys, 1 of these, 3 of these. Boop. There we go. 1 of him, 3 of him, he's really useful. 1 of him, but more of him also helps. 3 of those, 3 of those, 1 of those. And then you can get OG Red Eyes for a few things, but you don't need that many. So maybe like 2. Swiggity Swoove, how's it goes? Very nice. Nuzly the Femboy. Is that my first viewer that has explicitly had Femboy in their name? That's kind of surprising, to be quite honest. I'm surprised it didn't happen sooner. But yeah, you probably won, like, what, 2 copies of the original, and then what? Ah! Then Dark Magician, because Dragoon is really good. So like one Dragoon would always be nice in the extra deck because you can get pretty easy access to it. So you can like Red Eyes Fusion. Yeah, the previous chatter was talking about Red Eyes, so I don't have the deck anymore, so I'm just like spitballing it, going off of memory pretty much. Let's see, what else did I run? Did I run one of those? Yeah, one of those was not that bad. Maybe two. What else? What else do we, like, want, right? The first deck you played Master Duel, that's neat. Yeah. I started, like, relatively early-ish Master Duel. My first deck was Dragon Maid Dragon Link. Then what else do we want, right? There's a few other things you could get if you want to go more equip focused, but I like a lot of going second stuff past this point. So we'll get some spells and traps, right? I just like, yeah, let me clear those. Now you're Unchained. I like Unchained. Unchained is really neat. So yeah, I go for a lot of just like board break stuff, right? To help set up for later. I'll only use the stuff I have just to make this easier on myself. What power source do femboys pull from? Because queer folk pull from the Rainbow Tesseract that was established before. Femboys aren't quite necessarily queer, some just really like thigh highs. Dude. I don't know. Femboys aren't necessarily queer. Trying to make sure I understand the science. It may not be Pride Month, but I'm still trying to be educated. See, this is why I like my friends. What else do we want here? Some stuff like this. We can adjust the numbers, to be quite honest. Like I said, I'm just spitballing here. Do not take this to heart. I'm just going off of, like, raw memory. And then what? Let's see. Rank 7 Xyz would be... Some of those would be pretty nice. So let's do, 7s, Xyz. I don't have that many, but I have a few. Right? Some of those are nice. Some of this is nice. This is really good for climbing into, Zeus. If you want one of those... Really weird pile deck I made a while ago. Kind of worked, but it was really, really gimmicky. Trying to craft it on Master Duel. We'll go for it. I love crazy piles. What if they prefer the monochrome prism? Do 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 do. 54 cards. Go on. Yeah. Then what would I do? Then I'd do like just generically useful Link Monster stuff. These are all big guys. One of those. Verte is especially good if you have Dragoon with you. There's SP. Where's IP? Am I blind? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, like we'll do some adjusting here. I appreciate your whole stream is having actual constructive discussions about Yu-Gi-Oh! With your viewers while my dumbass is contemplating queer thermodynamics. I wouldn't have it any other way. Yeah, I think it would be, oh, wait, hold on. Fucking, I forgot. Yeah. Is there a way you could share Master Duel decks? Yeah, code black! Is there? I think there's a way. But yeah, when I ran a black metal deck, or Red Eyes deck, it was something like this, focusing on the black metal cards. Yeah, just like board breakers to break boards. Thank you very much for being interested in this, Nuzly. But yeah, it was something like this. Yeah, again, this is just off the top of the dome, just putting stuff together, if I remember correctly. Don't take this to heart, but it was something like this. Matter of fact, let me save this real quick. Can you share things? I think, is there a way to do deck codes? I'm pretty sure there is. Yeah, if you have a Neuron, you can connect your account to Neuron, and then you can share codes on Master Duel, I'm pretty sure. But I don't have it connected to Neuron, so I cannot do that. Matter of fact, is there a way to... Yeah, card name, deck code. Yeah, if you have your deck connected to Neuron, I think you can do it. Yeah, you can make it on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. If you have a replay with it, then you can send in your number, your Master Duel number in chat, and I can just check the replay. I can see it from the replay. But yeah, this was something of my vague Red Eyes deck. It's really expensive. I wouldn't be surprised. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do. Dude, I love that even when Sonic fan games have banger music. Yeah. Most of my other decks are mostly like synchro stuff. I love synchro, so. Yeah. When you make it on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, you can send the link in chat. I noticed that Twitch is a lot less restrictive when it comes to sending links than YouTube is. Sometimes. I've noticed that. Some links are fine, some aren't, but I think most of the time when people have posted it on Twitch, it's been alright. Which is really weird. Mostly a synchro deck. Alright, I'm extra interested. Synchro is my favorite archetype. Or extra deck type. My favorite deck is Centurion, so... Anything that uses Centurion, I'm usually down for. God, I love this song too. The shuffle is fucking fantastic today. But yeah, we've got some Blue Eyes has better moderation. Yeah. Generally, yeah, you know what it is? It's not even necessarily that it has better moderation, it's that I feel like I have better control over the moderation. Like, Meow gets censored all the time for saying stuff that's not even that out of pocket, and I have no control over whether he gets to say it or not. YouTube just auto-flags it. But meanwhile, on Twitch, I can just actually... you know, stop him if I'll just be like, oh, no, I don't want messages like that to be shown anymore, you know what I mean? Yeah, you can ban words, right? Which is absolutely useful, right? But even then, like, I don't want to ban all words just unconditionally. Like, that's really annoying. Yeah. Very neat. Yeah. Yeah, YouTube is just silly when it comes to that, basically. Yeah. A little bit more on yeah, perfect point. My deck history. What do I still have? So yeah, we have an old Blue Eyes deck here from before the new support. Can you also allow racial slurs on YouTube? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. YouTube just seems to be really wishy-washy about that. In general, I try not to allow the worst ones. Here's a Dragon Maid deck list. I can't wait for the new Dragon Maid stuff to come out. That's gonna be so fun. Yeah, I know you're not joking. Yeah, sometimes yes, sometimes no. Some of them YouTube just auto bans, and then other times it's like, yeah, this is fine. What do we got? We got a Pendulum Magician here. Math Mech, Code Talker, Supreme King, Punk. Yeah. Yeah, why could you do that? Yeah, that's a great question. Listen, man, some people just know their audience. Now, I know but that's the thing, though. Some people's audience really shouldn't be saying those words. Yeah, perfect example, right? Yeah. Yeah, like that. And I would much prefer being able to individually ban someone from saying those things rather than everyone. Right, because I myself am also black. Meow is also black. We're fine with the word. We use it all the time. Sometimes YouTube doesn't care. Sometimes it does. I don't know why or when they decide that, but it's just random. It's really weird. Yeah. I know. Me personally, like I said, I don't like outright banning certain things. I like to think we can all be adults. YouTube is so... Oh yeah, that was hysterical. I remember when that happened. That was silly. Yeah, if you didn't hear that, a guy, like, his mic dropped on stream, and someone, YouTube just thought he was, abusing his child when clearly he wasn't, because it was on stream. So yeah, that was silly. Yeah, dude, it's just auto moderation most of the time. Like, auto moderation has serious issues and needs to be better, like, finely tuned to stop that kind of stuff. Ooh, hold on, another OC remix. Dumping a level 3 into his kid is fucking crazy. Hold on, another OC remix banger. I gotta remember. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Slim Sanity, for being interested. Oh. Yeah, another OC remix banger. Let me go pull up this one real quick so I don't forget. Do 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 do. There we go. Oh, that's so silly. HE double gun. Yeah, yeah, very silly. Very, very silly. But yeah, like, auto... That's exactly what I mean, though. Like, auto-moderation sometimes is just really funky. If Billy didn't want to get put in a Tekken combo, he should have gotten a B on his math test. Listen, man, I got a B on my math test when I got my DED. Oh, we gotta talk about that story. We were playing, me and Meow were playing, Smite 2, a few days back. And dude, this one guy was just terrible. Was just absolutely terrible. And just, like, kept flaming us. Despite the fact that he was terrible. Like, it was hysterical. We should play Smite next time you stream. That would be neat. Yeah, he was so bad. But he kept flaming us for, like, not doing better than him, which we were. And the only reasons we weren't is because he died, like, 4 times in the first 2 minutes, which fed the enemy Loki. So Meow wasn't allowed to play the game. Because anytime I would try to engage, or he would try to engage, the enemy Loki would just instantly hop to Meow, and because we can't engage because Loki's fed, so he's just gonna kill our backline no matter what. So, like, we can't babysit because he's behind. Like, and he's behind because this guy died 4 times in, like, the first 2 minutes of the game. He was also missing, like, every single pluck in the game. It was great. Adorable VTuber. Thank you. It was a free model. It was a free model that was allowed to be customizable, so yeah, I changed the colors up a bit. I mentioned before, yeah, my dream is to have a custom model that's of Valstrax Hunter from Monster Hunter. Yeah. Yeah, it was terrible. How much do models run for? That's a fantastic question. I'm actually not sure. It also depends if you're doing like 2D or 3D, so that would also probably change some things. But yeah, I don't have the money to look into it, so I haven't looked into it yet. You know what I mean? I never feel comfortable with that. Finish making the deck on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. Alright, pull it up. You can learn 3D modeling. Oh yeah, absolutely, but that's hard. What deck are we running here? Here, I was mostly using Melodious, but, you know, I try out a bunch of stuff. Let's see, we got Scraps, we got Sprites, and we've got some, oh, this is crazy. Holy Jesus, yeah, we got Adamancipator, Scraps, Scripes, Mikanko, Magical Mallets for some switching. We've got the World Legacy stuff for some more switch. This is crazy. I would love to see how this works in an actual game. Let me know when you do this and you get replays up. This is crazy. I would love to see this in action. Oh, I gotta have a thing. I gotta make it so that, like, OBS opens, links in my browser and stuff. Yeah, you gotta craft it. But yeah, I use all kinds of decks, mostly dragon-based or synchro stuff. I try some other things. I was using a lot of Melodious today. Where is it? Yeah. I was using Melodious today, for the most part. But if it's synchro or dragon involved, I probably run it. Like, here's the Blue Eyes stuff. I was working on Crystron, but I'm saving up for Maliss now that Maliss is coming out soon, which sucks, because it means I don't get to make Crystron, but I really want to make Maliss. Because I love Alice in Wonderland, so I can't wait for Maliss. That's going to be very fun. Yeah, I would imagine with all the engines, too, it would be, like, really crazy to try and interrupt it, because it's, like, with all the engines that are around, like, you can get hand-trapped in one way and then still be fine and then go into something else. It's like a more ethical Fiendsmith. Ever so slightly more ethical Fiendsmith. You forgot how to play? Yeah, you'll get it. Yeah, just looking at that was, like, absolutely crazy. There's a ton of URs there. That's always my least favorite, is when the deck just has the UR tax. Because, yeah, you got, what? The 3 Fossil Digs, the starters, the United We Stands, the Called Bys, the Ohi Maze, the Arbalesque. You might have a few of those things in the extra deck already. Like, a lot of that extra deck stuff is generically usable. Yeah, I know absolutely you do not want OBS to auto-open links. That's not what I was talking about. I mentioned having it open in my browser rather than open in its own window in OBS. That was the problem. Because if it opens in my browser, I'm fine with that, because my browser has all the protection stuff, is the thing. That's what I meant. Yeah. Is there a setting to change that in OBS? There probably is. Yeah. But yeah, you know, I wasn't born on the internet yesterday. What do you think? I'm gonna open fishy links? But yeah, that was a Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro deck list, so he was able to just make it on a website that literally everyone already uses, so. Good website, by the way. Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Deck. You're an idiot.org. It's just a it's just a website that just opens up your webcam and just like points at you. That's it. That's all it does. That'd be funny. I don't know what I was on. I was making it. Hey, that's the best kind of deck making, you know? You just get there one day and you're just like, oh, whoa, what's all this? What was I thinking when I made this? Dude, that happened when I made a Bestial Horus deck list. I don't have it anymore. But yeah, I made a Bestial Horus deck list that was just silly. See, like that. I'm not silly enough to click that. It's probably a Rickroll. I'm old enough to remember those. God, I love this theme too. LA Noire, good game. Funny game, dude. That game is like one of the most funny fucking games I remember playing. one of the silliest open world games. It's not a Rickroll. I'm not 16. Oh, that virus. Oh, you meant literally the virus. You're an idiot. Oh, God. Yeah. Actually, wait. I'm glad you said this, actually. I'm gonna, I have a list of videos I like to watch after streams and stuff and, like, late in the night with my friends. This is actually a fun story. I'm gonna add this to that list. Thank you very much. Because, yeah, this is a very interesting story of this virus, actually. Yeah, it is a very neat story. Very, very neat story. I think how you make the deck cheaper in any way. I'm not sure. Yeah, you need a ton of dust, dude. Dude, I'm always hurting for dust. Always. Like I said, I was working on Crystron. And, dude, like, I don't have... I still need the 3 Tristaros. A lot of people say you can cut down to 2, but I like having 3 just in case one of them gets, like, banished or something. I know this deck has a bit more banished recursion than others, but it's still not enough for me to feel comfortable. But theoretically, I could cut 1 Tristaros, but that's still 3, 6, 9... 12, 15, 18. That's still 180 UR dust I need. Also, I'm checking out the HUD replacement stuff. I've never heard of the Alchemist modding tool before. This is neat. Yeah, when it comes to, like, deck building, it always helps to have a good surplus of, like, the generic staples before you do other stuff. But for something like this, which is like 5 different engines, yeah, it's kind of hard to like squeeze in generic stuff. God, Streets of Rage 3 is such an interesting soundtrack, I swear. Replace one of the Ohimes. Yeah, what could you replace all that stuff with? Oh, you know what you might be able to do? You might, if, theoretically, you might be able to cut some of that stuff out and put in a Speedroid, or yeah, a Terratop package. You could use the Terratop stuff to probably go into... oh no, wait, hold on, no. Are any of the Bakanko's Earth Warriors Because you could probably go into MX Saber Invoker using a Speedroid package, and then go and grab some stuff using that, right? That might be an option. Because Terratop engine is like real cheap. No? Damn. No Earth Warriors. Ah, that's unfortunate. Do 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 do. Okay, you know, hold on. I need to ask this SMG before I do anything else. Please. What are the AO versions of the HUD mod you gave me? Do I want to know what those are? Find out on your own. Oh boy. Bro is trying to set me up. Bro's on demon timing right now. God, Final Fantasy VIII, another game with a interesting soundtrack, but damn it, I love it. I only wish the game was better. Could be worse, though. It isn't that bad, don't worry. I think I'm gonna...
I'm interested in this.
Well, thank you very much for being interested in the... Holy Jesus, that is a name. I gotta go pull up the actual... Normally, these are, like, small enough that I can read them on Thingy, but there we go. Your favorite Canadian. I don't have enough room on my OBS to have the activity feed on OBS, unfortunately. I should probably find a way to squeeze it in there. But thank you. Yeah, I think this is the most followers I've gotten in a week. Thank you. Thank you so much. Teach you how to install. Yeah, usually when I install mods, I prefer just installing them raw. And you already have the thing here, so I just changed the ones that are the update.packs. Or change the packs to update.packs, yeah. It's raw, and then just drag them over. Yeah. Reading's hard! I play Yu-Gi-Oh! But yeah. I always appreciate that. Just, you know, just change it to this, drag it over. But yeah, just change the version 1 or the version 2 to update.pack. And then drag and drop it, which those go in the archives folder, I'm pretty sure. It's raw! That was terrible. Which one did you install? None of them yet. I was gonna wait until after stream to like start testing. I will have to see what the version 2 one is though. Like that one's it has my curiosity. Also, I assume because I'm naming it update, I just delete the update, and then it'll go back to the vanilla versions, just in case. Test on stream. I want you to react to the AO version on stream, oh lord. You know, I gotta say, for talking earlier about how you shouldn't open up links randomly, you wanting me to put an untested mod on stream is really suspicious. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yeah, just update that back. Okay. Oh, you know what? You're gonna pull up that mod. It's gonna be Food Wars 3 in 4K. Instant ban. Yeah. You know what? Just for you, sure. We'll test out. I'm gonna do the original first, and we're just gonna do some troubleshooting just to make sure we got this all proper. Damn it, I love this one, but I'm pretty sure I need to skip it. There we go. But yeah, here we go. Do. It's really old humor, oh lord. Yeah, so just to double check here, we take the textures. Yeah, it's just a drag and drop. We just take the textures, we just take the update, we just drag them over into the archives folder. Predicting your reaction, oh lord. That'll be enough Master Duel for today anyway. We did our dailies. We did pretty good, actually, I think. Let me just, real quick, change the Twitch so Twitch isn't screaming at me. Just the update. Okay, gotcha. Alright, so, yep, drag over the update into the archives folder. Copy. Bam. textures are in the... Right, yeah, that's how packs work. I'm silly. You think I'd know this by now with how much we've done mods for Monster Hunter Rise, and a lot of those are just pack files? I'm only a little computer illiterate sometimes. Ah, why is that all the way over there? There we go. All right, bam, there we go. All right, so this is the non-AO version just for testing's sake. So let's see how this goes. Also, sorry, Fendrana. Boop. We've got to shut you down. Yeah, the beta versions are in the beta folder. Yeah. All right, there we go. Bam. Alrighty. And now we hope nothing explodes. This latency is awful. It's as low as I can get it, unfortunately. Yeah. I try not to play on too high, or yeah, stream on too high of a latency, because yeah, the more immediate reaction is very nice. But yeah, unfortunately, it's as low as I can get it. Whee! All right, back to this fuck-ass level. Hey, there it goes. Look, it's my face. Alrighty, so it's nice and working. Alright, so let's check out the AO version. And let's hope nothing explodes. The end. 30 seconds? Yeah, that's actually... That might be a... Is it? No. It shouldn't be. Yeah, I could tell my ponytail was there. I let my hair down because it's hot weather, you see. Go into a level with the AO version. You got it. All right, there we go. There's the AO version.
Developed by vicarious visions.
Well, yes, the visions are vicarious. Thank you, game. You silly. Yeah. I would imagine the Twitch latency is worse than the YouTube latency because I stream on YouTube primarily. So it's taking from the YouTube. But the YouTube latency is already at its lowest, and the Twitch latency is also already at its lowest. Which is really unfortunate. Alright. Let's head on into Cold Hard Crash. Alright, this is the AO version. Let's see if anything's... Let's see what happens. Whee! I see! Yesterday the latency was 10 seconds. That's weird. I didn't change anything. The latency is already low. You know what? I might have to keep that. Let's see. What else is sillying around, right? We gotta see the other box types, if there's more. Let's see. Okay, bonus. It's just the most... I love how, like, it looks like you did it in, like, Microsoft Paint. In, like, 5 seconds. It's the best kind of dumb. That one-up was very funny looking, by the way. It looked like my face was smushed, but that's funny. It took 2 minutes! You know what? We might just have to stick with the A over. It's so dumb. I love it. The one-up crate took long. That's not that surprising, I guess, but oh, that's so funny. Yeah, we'll have to leave this version then. We have to. We'll leave it with this version. Ah, that's great. Thank you so much, SMG. Oh, that's so silly. Yeah, that's a good enough point to end on. Yeah, I'm gonna take a bit of a break now. You know, relax, cool down. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you come around for next time. Next time being Friday, where we'll probably continue with Crash 2. Or we could do Smite 2 with Meow. I'll know when I get there. But either way, yeah, today was a good day. Once again, thank you to everyone that followed today. Nuzly, Slim, and Canadian, thanks a lot. Ah! Look at them go. Yeah, if anyone else wants to dump some stuff, now's the time. Dump all of the emotes. All of them. Everywhere. You only have a maximum of 30, so don't try to put more than that. I can't change that, unfortunately. I already set it to maximum. It used to be lower. I think it used to be just like 10 only. I was like, well, that's boring. I'm going to add more. Alright, if they're going to drop things on my head, they should drop as many things as they want. How dare you limit the people? But once again, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, and with that, I shall depart. Oh, forgot to mention this to everyone who's new. I stream every other day. So yeah, every other day is the, boop. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, we'll probably hop on Smite 2. Thank you. Okay, that's a lot more. More clowns, probably not. Thank you. Later.